for some that I didn't
let
do.
us out of let me the baby. I'm not gonna keep telling you, bro.
When I seen this clip right here, I said, oh yeah, this guy's a selfish dude. Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Dre. Welcome back to Think a Mill. What would be going through the mind of a man who has a baby, the baby's mom, and take them on a high-speed chase through California, running from the police? What would be going through the mind of that person? Now, when I tell you how old the baby was, that might make a little more sense as to why I'm asking this question, but let's figure that out today. Apparently, we have a guy who went on a high-speed chase with his family in the car and recorded himself doing it the whole entire time and had different priorities as to why he didn't want to stop. Let's get to it. So apparently, just yesterday, young dude, California, goes on a high-speed chase with his family in the car. And the world is like, yo, this is different. A lot of stuff doesn't go viral these days, like especially stuff that's not relative to Black culture, that from a person that maybe everybody knows. So it's interesting when a random one-off video just goes viral, right? So I had to check this one out. I'm like, man, let's go check this out. And the amount of emotion I actually felt during the watching of this video was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Bro, stop, just pull over.
It's over.
Bro.
It's over with. They never gonna see me. I didn't do shit.
Bro, pull over, bro. Bro, pull over, bro. Let us out the car, bro.
I'm not, bro. I'm not gonna see my baby
again. Let us out the fucking
again.
car, bro. You're never gonna see her baby? Are you fucking serious? You're trying to fucking kill us. What are you talking about?
I'm not gonna kill y'all, I promise.
Bro, just let us out the car,
Bro, this is sheriffs. They gonna kill me for some shit that I didn't do.
Bro, if you pull over and put your
They gonna kill me, cuz.
Dayon, you gotta pull over and put your hands up, bro. My fucking baby's in the car.
I understand.
Let us out, bro.
Fuck, cuz these bitch ass snooping niggas, cuz.
Bro, just let us out, bro. Let us out.
Bro, it's over with.
Dayon, let us the fuck out. Let us out.
For some shit that
Bro,
I didn't
let
do.
us out. Don't fucking matter who the fuck did it. Let me the fuck out with my fucking baby. I'm not gonna keep telling you, bro.
Wow. To hear the screams of that mama kicking in, it gave me chills. I'm not gonna front. That gives me chills to hear that fear. Like, I've been in a car accident and I was only going 40 and the whole car was totaled. I mean, like, so having a small baby, a 2-month-old, we now know. And when you think about that, it's like, yo, bro, why would you put your family in that type of predicament? And your priorities are only focused on what you didn't do, blaming it on the opposite gang. So if you don't know who the Hoovers are another gang in California, and this is who he's contributing this whole thing to. So why are you running if you're innocent? Now, there's other reasons that we could talk about as to why a lot of Black people don't feel they can trust police. But truth be told, they wanted to shoot at you, they probably would have started already. They didn't need a reason. If you were innocent, why did you drive off? Why are you doing 80 miles per hour driving off if you're innocent? But we'll get more into that later as of why. But this is the most utterly selfish thing I've seen. Now, this is even worse. What I'm about to show you is even worse. And it changed my whole perspective on the situation. Once I saw this, I put everything together. I was like, yeah, this is a selfish dude. I tried to have a little bit of remorse and try to understand from both sides. Like, okay, maybe he was scared to death for his life. Maybe he didn't do anything. But then I read the reports. I was like, okay, this can't be right. But when I seen this clip right here, I said, oh yeah, this guy's a selfish dude. He finally comes to a dead end. He gets out the car. Maybe he got stuck there, but he puts his baby out the window. He grabs his baby and holds his baby out the window to show the police don't shoot. She's trying to get far away from him. Now he wants to kiss the family, kiss the baby. This is the ultimate form of manipulation to me. You weren't thinking about this doing the armed robbery. To me, this is the ultimate form of manipulation when men do this. You weren't thinking about them when you're doing the armed robbery. You weren't thinking about them before you got your 5 GTA stars. You didn't think about letting them outside the car. You kept them in the car and took them on a high-speed chase with you. Now you want to think about them? This is what we fail as Black men as. That split second, we didn't think about them when we joined a gang. This can't be the first time he's ever thought about doing something like this, where he's went and got in some trouble. But everybody wants to only think about family and children when it's too late. Now, is the woman innocent? Might not be, because once we read this report, we'll get more into that. But we have to start thinking about our families more. I can't have justice and remorse for people who do this type of stuff no more, man. Like, we scared of everything. Well, we're not scared of anything besides the police. So we don't worry about beefing with ops. We don't worry about shooting. We don't worry about drilling. We don't worry about killing, stealing. But we so fearful of the police, and then we want to play the victim card when it's time to go to jail and do the time for the crime you committed. And then you want to broadcast it to the whole world and hope that people will believe you're innocent. But let's read the report. So, a Los Angeles man wanted in an alleged armed robbery who led authorities on a dangerous high-speed pursuit with his girlfriend and a 2-month-old daughter in the car on Wednesday live streamed the chase on his Instagram account. Why? Don't know. The incident began with a trio of suspects who were wanted in connection with an armed robbery in Beverly Hills. I mean, what the hell are you doing robbing people in Beverly Hills? Did y'all think y'all was gonna get away with this? I don't know if you've ever been to Beverly Hills, but very prestigious neighborhood. That's like where Rodeo Drive is, and all the rappers talk about Rodeo Drive if you've never really been to Beverly Hills. I mean, even during the COVID pandemic, like the cops were literally keeping homeless people from being in Beverly Hills. Like that shit is different over there. Like the homeless problem is real, but they don't play that in Beverly Hills. Even during the pandemic, nobody was even able to riot over there. I lived in California at this time, and I remember watching on the news like, damn, look how Beverly Hills look really good. But they let you go tear up downtown LA though. Two of the suspects, according to Nextstar's KTLA, were quickly taken into custody. The third suspect, though reportedly had his girlfriend pick him up. The car was later spotted in Hawthorne, which led to a high-speed chase with officers from the Hawthorne Police Department. The chase was eventually taken over by deputies with the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department when it entered the jurisdiction. So I guess it changed zones and the sheriff took it over. So they must have been going pretty far. The suspect made his way into downtown LA where KTLA's helicopter captured him hitting speeds of 80 miles per hour on surface streets. Now, the reason why this is important is because when you say you care about your family, but you drive 80 miles an hour, that could literally kill you and everybody in the car and other people on the street. I was in a car accident doing 40 miles per hour, T-boned slightly on the side. I got hit and it totaled the whole car. Brand new 2023, 2024 Benz. Totaled. And these cars are built to be tough and totaled at 40 miles an hour. And the doctor should have told me if this was a head-on collision, we'd be having a different conversation, bro. That's only at 40, so you're driving 80 with a 2-month-old in the car. Dangerously close to hitting a metro bus, running in red lights and stop signs, as well as weaving through heavy traffic and driving on the wrong side of the road. What? You talking about, I would never hurt y'all? I'm innocent? Nobody who was innocent takes that much precaution to get away from the police. Nobody. While viewers watch this event unfold on live television, the drama playing out inside the vehicle is being streamed on the driver's Instagram. And they talk about, the girl saying, let us out the car. I don't want to go to jail. He says, the sheriffs are going to kill me, he responds. First thing a lot of black people say, because due to a lot of systematic issues, black people do feel like they cannot rely on the justice system to be, done fairly, which I can understand as why people feel that way. But when you're doing the crime, homie, all that goes out the window. When you're actively addressing issues with other gangs, you're a part of the problem. So how the police feel about you, you should know that already. You're a part of the problem, homie. So she gets out the car, nearly an hour after the pursuit, an hour driving, an hour. The suspect turned onto a dead-end street in LA neighborhood of Blair Hills and was quickly surrendered by deputy patrol vehicles. After a brief standoff in which the suspect shows authorities his daughter is in the car, both he and his girlfriend who was carrying the child emerged from the vehicle. So he decided to say, hey, give me the baby. Let me show them there's a baby on board. Instead of saying, y'all just get out, take the baby. You see how all this doesn't really make sense when you think about it? He is so worried about not getting shot by police, but I can guarantee these kids are, if you don't know the gang life of Los Angeles, they are not worried about shooting, getting shot at and shooting others. But anytime it comes to police, black people want to play the victim card so hard, no matter how many black lives they destroyed, no matter how many black people they killed, no matter how many black neighborhoods they terrorized, they want to turn into a bunch of punks when police get involved. The girlfriend was quickly escorted behind law enforcement when she surrendered the child, was handcuffed and put into a patrol vehicle. Now, she got handcuffed too because I think she was a part of this whole thing because she did come pick him up. I think she was a part of this. So you can see the child with the female deputy right here. A 2-month-old baby, guys. I mean, look, she's getting fed. Like, luckily the female police officer was there. What would these males have done? They wouldn't know what to do with a 2-month-old baby. But the child was uninjured, which is okay. The mother was reunited with her daughter at the sheriff's station, and the robbery suspect who was on parole will likely face several charges, including carjacking, robbery, kidnapping, and being in possession of a firearm. Ouch. That is a lot of time. So it makes sense why he did this. He was on parole. He was running from getting caught because he knew he was going to go to jail for a long, long, long time. Now, I want to talk about this woman a little bit because this is a real problem in the black community. This might offend some women, but now I see why women can only deal with street Jews for so long in their 20s, because after a while, how do you deal with this? How do you deal with the thought process of this, of someone who will put the streets over their own children? I mean, a lot of black men in America who are involved in this type of stuff, they love the streets more than they do their own family. They'll trust the whole gang of people that they just met when they got affiliated over the woman that they decided to have children with. Black men for too long have been using their family as secondhand priorities versus the street life, versus the gang. Some men really spend hours and hours and hours outside hanging with other dudes and won't even raise their children. There's a lot of black men who spend more time in the streets than they do inside because being inside is too boring. And then they go to jail. Guess what happens? Now they're going to harass that woman for the rest of the time, put money on my books, call her every day, see what she's doing, degrade her, talk down on her when she doesn't listen. Now she has to be a single mom. Now she has to figure out how to make money for her baby and keep money in her dad's pockets while he's in jail to be able to talk on the phone, to be able to come visit. Now, who knows if they're going to keep him right in LA County? Probably doubt it. They used to separate people really, really far, move you far away from your family. Who knows if they still do that? But people don't think about these kind of things. Now, when you have young girls who love to date street dudes, who love to be a part of the thrill, and then you have situations where you got to raise children by yourself, and then this is the problem that a lot of the men have in the community. Now, well, these women, they want us to raise her, and I get that. I get that. The wrong pick of the litter, and then you change your mindset later. But this is why you got to have delayed gratification. You have to vet more. A lot of us don't have the privilege to see so far into the future like, well, this is what's going to happen. The street life only has two exits, either dead or in jail. But somehow people are only concerned about the now, but now you have to raise that baby for eternity. Maybe she accepted this would happen. But a lot of people when they're young, just like he's young, so he goes and does the crime on parole, and then you can see the fear in his face. I'm really about to go to jail for a long time. I'm already on parole. You're supposed to sit your ass down somewhere and chill out. But black people don't think sometimes, especially ones that come from places that are impoverished, high violence, high crime. This is the way of life. I'd rather die in the streets than die by police. So when you think about these kind of things, you really just makes you wonder, we have to protect our women and our children better because we really don't. This is a situation that goes to show why a lot of our women can be demoralized. How hard it's going to be for this woman who now probably has charges to be a mom, raise a child. Now you have charges, can't get a good job. Now you got to live on welfare. And if they want to do things like take away the welfare state eventually, because that comes from taxpayer money, what then happens to the people who are in poverty? What then happens to the men who are in jail, who can't raise their children, who can't help them because now they're in jail? He can't come back and ever get a job. And what happens when the next tech boom comes and now robots are working at the warehouse jobs? Where can you work? Now you have to go back to square one and be right in the streets again. History repeats itself, guys. The same thing happened during the crack epidemic, the war on drugs. You come home, you can't get a job. What can you do when you know you can go make some money in the streets? But then what comes with the streets? The violence, the gang affiliation. You can't sell drugs over here, homie. You're not from here. This block is ran by us. You either got to get down or lay down. I know y'all heard that term. So this is the real things that come with the black community, but the demoralization of it all. So yeah, this is a very interesting situation. My heart goes out to old girl. I believe the dude his name is Dayon. Young boy, his name is Dayon. What a shame. What a shame to see another black family be broken. But also, I don't have no real remorse anymore for people who keep self-sabotaging themselves and their family. We can't have no more self-sabotage. Can't. We have to make a change in the black community. Because if we don't, we're just going to keep falling victim to losses. We're going to keep losing our women and our children. We're going to have to keep raising themselves. We're going to create the same problem that's been a problem since the beginning of time for the black community. High violence, crime. But it's your boy Dre. You let me know your thoughts. I'm gone.